It is the video I'm sure you've all been waiting for. The knockouts start tonight, so what better time to get our round of 32 predictions for all 16 games. And at the end, for a bit of fun, I'm going to go through and do the entire bracket very quickly. Not score lines for the round of 16 and quarters, but a quick bracket to see, you know, what's going to happen by the end. So, of course, if you're new here, it goes without saying, you guys know this by now. I say it every single video. Make sure you sub. And for once, I'm going to go on a 30-second rant. Because I posted today, right, my review of last night's games. Then I posted him in the group stage. And you know what guys are saying? Unk, hurry up. I've got a parlay. No. That kind of manners is what will make me take even longer. I don't think you guys understand. I'm one human being in the 35-degree heat with lights on, you know, shining everywhere on my head. I'm sweating everywhere. You guys think I'm in the sweatshop or something, you know, working for you. You are not paying me. And the same people will go and cry if I go and do like a little brand deal or something. But you're shouting at me, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I cannot make videos at the speed of light, bro. I have to do research, you know. I'm not here to just chuck out some bad content. So please, if you're one of those people that like, you just spam every single time, worst predictions, stop doing that, bro. This is a football channel. It's not just make money. Sometimes let's have fun as well. So with that being said, let's tuck in South Africa against Canada tonight. Guys, I'll be honest, listen, it's two teams that, of course, they're going to be feeling a little bit dizzy, right? Because they're here for the first time. They don't know how to act, right? Maybe this is going to be all too much for them. Of course, on the one hand, we know Canada were flying early on. They were really, really impressive. South Africa, we know, listen, it's not about DNA. It's about RSA. Bafana, I'm with you. I want to see an Mbakazi missile. But I find it hard to look past it being a 1-1 draw in game one, you know. And then, unfortunately, have I learnt my lesson from doubting you guys last time? The thing is, when I'm supporting you, you were letting me down. The one time I went against you, you went through. So South Africa fans, if anything, be grateful and happy that I'm going to say Canada go through. Because when I support you guys, it's not working. So I'm going to say Canada go through. Obviously, it's not in Canada's home. It's in LA because they did not win their groups. And now, for whatever weird reason, they're no longer playing in, you know, Toronto. That may have an impact. But I think 1-1, Canada will take it in extra time, unfortunately. Now, Brazil, Japan. Listen, this today, it's not financial advice. I'll tell you that for free, bro. This is not financial advice because some of these games are just ridiculous to call, right? Brazil, Japan. Genuinely, Brazil have not really sparked into life. I know Vinny's been balling and obviously they slapped Scotland, but again, Scotland kind of slapped themselves if we're being serious, right? They gave Vinny, you know, open goals on a plate. He's never gonna say no to that one. Japan, obviously, we know they can do the PMP thing, they can do the football thing, they can match you physically. Like, they're really, really good. But I just think Brazil, sometimes heritage has to carry. Brazil cannot be getting eliminated round of 32. No. So I'm going to go Brazil to win this game 2-1. I forgot to do goal scorers for the other one. Apologies. Well, I said that Mbakazi miss out. That's really unlikely, but let's just go with it anyway. And then Canada will go with Jonathan David. This game, Brazil 2-1 Japan. I'll go Maeda to score a goal for Japan. And on Brazil side, I'll go Vinny 1. And I think we might see like a Gabriel Marquinhos, a bullet header, Gabriel Marquinhos, because they're kind of susceptible from set pieces. I'll go Gabriel. Why not? Gabriel 2-1. Brazil win this game. Germany, Paraguay. This should be more straightforward, right? It should be Germany packing in Paraguay's head, but at the same time, we mustn't forget they do have Neuer in goal. And Metro and Pavlovic struggled with Ecuador, so there's something to be said about the, you know, South Americans and the Central Americans and those kind of nations. Can they get something out of Germany? I don't know. I think they are far too good. Whether Undav comes on or if they just stay with Wirtz and Musiala, even Sane and whatnot, I think they'll get a 3-1 win. I'm going to say Havertz to get 1. I'm going to say Musiala scores. And yeah, you know what? We'll go with Undav to come off the bench and score a goal as well. Paraguay side, I mean, realistically, if it's not Enciso, it's going to be Almiron. If it's not any of those two, fries in the bag, bro. Fries in the bag. Germany 3-1. This, as a man who lived in Netherlands for a year, in Rotterdam specifically, I can tell you this is a massive derby. This is the derby of all derbies. Rotterdam right now already must be bouncing with the Netherlands guy, the Dutch guys obviously there, you know, doing whatever they want to be doing in the coffee shops. The Moroccans, they're all over the gaff wearing their PSG tracksuits. This should be fun. Two very, very strong teams as well, might I add. It's a bit of a coin flip, you know. It is a bit of a coin flip. However, I am going to give the edge just about to Netherlands. I think their midfield has clicked so far this tournament. De Jong and Gravenberch in particular have been doing well. Brobbey's always going to be a danger for whether it be Diop or Riyad or anyone else that they end up playing there. But of course, you can never really write off Morocco, right? Even when they're losing, in the blink of an eye, Hakimi will get forward, whip it to Saibari, and bang, it's game on. So I do think it's going to be a very close game, but I'm going Netherlands to win this game 2-1. Gakpo tends to score, you know, for Netherlands, and of course the tragic news that he shared, or I think his partner shared rather, recently. Maybe that will provide him some extra motivation as well to score there. The other goal, yeah, again, I'm looking at set pieces, you know. I just can see Van Dijk doing that celebration. That's the thing. And on Morocco's side, maybe like a Brahim Diaz goal or something to try and make up for the horrible Panenka some months ago. Next up, Ivory Coast, Norway. Another two very strong teams, bro. I don't know what to do for these, man. Like, the problem is as well, I'm not going to lie to you lot. Yeah, I've obviously got my scores in front of me that I've wrote down, you know, before recording. And it's not looking good for the African sides, I'll be honest. I've been the champion of Africa, you know, 9 out of 10. But a lot of them, they might be going, guys. Because I've got this game to be 2-2. Obviously, we know you cannot draw in this. You go to extra time. You go to penalties if need be. I've got 2-2 because I think, listen, again, they're showing the last starting 11, so please ignore this 11. It's obviously going to be a completely different Norway team, bar maybe Orsnes. Everyone else will probably be a different player in there, so don't pay much attention to that one. Haaland, I just can't see him, again, at his first World Cup, going down in the round of 32. I think he's going to try and get one more game, you know what I mean? To try and stat pad a little 1 or 2. It's not even stat pad, to be fair. It's an incredible achievement. I don't know why I called it a stat pad. But Ivory Coast, listen, we talk about Haaland and Odegaard centrally playing really well together and linking up. Ivory Coast is out wide. Pepe, Ahmad, Diomande. I know Pepe plays more of like as a 10 recently, but in general, they've got those 1v1 specialists out wide, whereas centrally, Bonny not really offering much. So I'm going to go 2-2, and then Norway go through to the next round. France, Sweden, let's not waste time, bro. Put the 3-0 in the bag. Sweden, the home of IKEA, they're going to get flat-packed in transition. Doué will bag in this game. I think Mbappe will obviously bag in this game. And then you're looking at either Olise or Dembele. I think Dembele's got his hat-trick. He can be calm now. Olise gets a lovely finesse goal to make it 3-0. France, whitewash Sweden. The two-man step, like we keep on saying, bro, was cute, you know, when you're facing Tunisia. But realistically, against a team as strong as this, they're showing the last 11 with Lacroix and Upamecano. Saliba will most likely pay. And Saliba, Upa, I'll be honest, man. Gyökeres and Isak, unless they're at their maximum capacity, I don't see how they score. Maybe, tell a lie, Elanga against Teo could be some joy. And if he can beat Teo enough times and get those cut back to Gyökeres or to Isak, then there's a chance. Because again, Koundé is shocking as well. So out wide they must. Sorry, my voice is going. I've been recording so many videos for you guys today. This is what video 3 of potentially 4, maybe even 5 that I'm thinking of doing today. But alas, let's continue. 3-0 France. I've given you the goal scorers. Mexico, Ecuador. Now here's the funny thing. If this game was played in my house, I'd go Ecuador to win. However, it's not played in my house. There's not enough space in my house, actually. It's played in Mexico City Stadium as well. And so because of that, I'm going 1-1. But eventually, the 12th man effect, I suppose, will take its toll. Mexico will end up going through after a 1-1 draw with Ecuador. We know defensively, Ecuador are sharp. Going forward, they do tend to miss a lot of chances. Are you going to get 15 chances against a Mexico team buoyed and bombarded with home support as well? I'm not sure. So I'm going to go 1-1. But again, listen, if you tell me Ecuador go through, I fully hear that one. It's just really hard to go against Mexico in such a cauldron. But again, Ecuador will be used to that. So maybe I'm completely waffling. We'll find out. Oh, sorry. Scoreline-wise, I think Quinones bags, to be fair, he's been really good so far. And then on Ecuador's side, I'd love to see a Yeboah goal, but don't think it will be. Plata misses too many chances. Maybe Enner Valencia, a bit of redemption perhaps. 1-1, we'll see. England, DR Congo. This will be the final time that England face a Park the Bus team. This is the last 11 against Uzbekistan. However, we have seen these guys rock up with a 5-back as well. They might try to do that one against England, because obviously England are one of the best teams in the tournament. They're not really showing it at the moment, but they most certainly are. I've gone England 2-0. We mentioned before, they lifted the curse on Harry Kane. He's now back scoring. He will score again against Congo. And the other goal scorer, I think Rashford and Saka have been getting so much criticism, despite both being, you know, way better than Gordon and Madueke. If both of those two start, I think they'll link up for a goal at some point. And I'll go Saka. Normally in like a round of 16 or like a knockout game, just comes to some random banging finesse from like 20 yards. I'll go Kane and Rashford for this one. 2-0 win, straightforward. Like I said, for the last time, facing a team that will most likely park the bus and hope for Bakambu and Wissa on the break. Wissa on fire right now. Bakambu, we know that he's not really the guy to rely on for missing, or rather converting, many chances. Next up, we have Belgium, Senegal. Now, I'm hearing Belgium. Yeah, you can see here. Belgium, oh, you can't see here. My face is blocking it. Apologies. But promise me, or I promise you rather, Belgium are listed as the favourites to win this game. To me, that's a bit of Belgium waffle. The underdogs, or the underlines, if you want to call them that, I've got them to win 2-1. I just think Belgium have been so bad this tournament. Now, again, granted, Doku, you know, hasn't, or he missed a game here and there, and obviously he's had, you know, the birth of his child and stuff like that, so maybe things will be different. But other than literally Trossard fighting for his life in the last game, this has not really been a good Belgium team at all, bro. The Egypt game, meh. Every other game since has been pretty meh. And then they ended up beating New Zealand 5-1. New Zealand? Australia? New Zealand? Australia? New Zealand? New Zealand? New Zealand? New Zealand. I thought I was going to bug out for a second there. It was definitely New Zealand. They got their 4 goals in the second half and whatnot, so big up to them. But yeah, they're going home. Senegal win this game 2-1 in my opinion. USA, Bosnia. Listen, big up Bayraktarovic, big up Ali Begovic on the other wing as well. I like them a lot. But I do feel as though the Yanks have been decent, you know, at fullback. Obviously, we've got Anthony Robinson starting, not this last 11. And you've got Freeman, again, starting, not this 11. I think they can deal with them. And Flair and Balogun up top, clear rocket, 1-0. And they'll win the game 2-0. Maybe like a Gio Reyna second goal, or like a McKennie second goal. Maybe even Christian Pulisic, LeBron James of soccer. Had to show up at some point. So there we are. Next up, Spain, Austria. Spain haven't really arrived, but I'm going to go with the same scoreline. I'm going to go Spain to win this game 2-0. To, I guess, you know, show themselves to be the serious team that everyone's expecting them to be. And we are going to see a goal that will remind us of when Spain beat Austria back in 1959. Obviously, for those of us who will remember that game there, that was when Luis Suarez, the good guy, scored a couple goals. And to be fair, as did Di Stefano. So we'll be seeing one of those goals in this game here. Big up to Spain. They will go through. Austria, unfortunately, will get sent packing. Final 5 games, Portugal, Croatia. Portugal, very bipolar. Not a team that you can really rely on, because you never know what version of Ronaldo will show up, nor Felix, nor Bruno. You'd like to think that they don't do this Neves gimmick again, by the way. That is Ruben Neves. For some reason, he played rather than João Neves. No idea why. Put the correct midfield again, and I got these guys to win this game 3-1. Did I put goal scorers for the other games? I did. I think I'm up to date. And that 3 goals, I might go Ronaldo with one, you know. I think Ronaldo scores a goal. Ronaldo will score a goal. I'm going to go Vitinha for a second goal. And when Croatia pile on a bit of pressure, you know, they might get a goal with Baturina feeding Budimir, perhaps. When they are feeling the pressure, I think Leao will come on and he will smile his way to a 3-1 sweeping Henry type finish to go through to the next round. Switzerland, Algeria. Very tough call, this one. Obviously, Algeria just gave us probably the game of the tournament in terms of chaos, definitely. And last minute drama, 2 goals in added time, absolute scenes. It's now probably going to be a bit more of a boring game, I reckon. And I think, reluctantly, listen, big up, vive l'Algérie, you know, 1, 2, 3 and that. I think the DZ brothers are going home, you know. Switzerland, I think, win this game 1-0. It's not going to be an end-to-end swashbuckling game as far as I'm concerned. I think they just nabbed this one 1-0. Manzambi with an assist. Embolo will be the scorer this time. We've gone with Vargas and Manzambi. Embolo is going to get past maybe Mandy and score that goal 1-0 to send the Swiss through. Australia, Egypt, can I be real? How is this even a game, bro? At fair play, they don't even put like the graphics or nothing, bro. They're just showing me who's injured, which is, I guess, GG's. Like I said, there's like 1 or 2 good players on each team. So I'm just going to go with Egypt to win 1-0 because Salah is on the other team. And therefore, probably will find a way to, get this win. But honestly, there's nothing to analyze here, bro. I don't really rate either team. Big up the Kangaroos, you know what I mean? I like Australia, how they've been playing in the first couple of games. But in terms of a powerhouse going anywhere, I don't really see anything happening, to be honest, guys. Argentina, Cabo Verde. Whoa, guys, I'd love it. Yeah? Word to Kevin Keegan, I'd love it if we beat them. And I say we, I'm not even Cabo Verde, but I feel like I am. Watching their story, seeing them progress game by game by game. Listen, you can see 3 big draws there against Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi. 2 massive opponents there that, Argentina would have a tough game against themselves. But Argentina, you can see, whether they play good or bad or meaty, Messi's going to find a way. And therefore, I've got Argentina to win this game 3-1. I think Cabo Verde will put up a fight. They might even get if they score a goal, that would be an incredible achievement alone by itself. So I think they'll put up a fight, get a goal. But like I said, ultimately, as mid as I find this Argentina team as a whole, any team with Messi on current form, it's nearly impossible to bet against, to be honest with you. So I can't do that. And the final game, we spoke about the Rotterdam derby. This is, I guess, the me derby, right? Because me living there for a summer, and then obviously me being from Ghana myself, like I said, as if it's like I'm like torn in any way. I'm definitely not torn. I am 100% supporting Ghana. Absolutely. However, I told you guys my theory yesterday, right? The best case scenario for us in the bracket is to get this out of the draw so that if we somehow miraculously make it past Colombia, it will be Switzerland or Algeria, which is a much more palatable game than facing Portugal and then Spain in the next round. But the way Colombia played, I can't lie. I don't want to play them anymore, bro. Because we will fight, right? We can fight. We've done it against Panama, against England as well. Croatia didn't really mean much, so we're kind of not giving 100%. But Colombia, these men can fight and also play football, bro. The 1-2s I'm scared for, bro. The way that they're going to leave our midfield open, I'm scared for. I'm scared for how we're going to get in behind when their team is so strong defensively as well. I am very concerned. I think we've had our fun. And again, listen, not on a copium thing, but genuinely speaking, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me, if you're from a country like, let's say, a Ghana or Algeria, Morocco, Senegal, Japan, Korea, teams like this that are like, you're good, but you're never really going to win the World Cup. There's more joy in just being there and getting a win. Like, you don't feel devastated when you're out. It's like, okay, yeah, fair. At some point, we're going to go out. At least give me a performance to be proud of, right? Unlike Tunisia, who have just, again, disgraced themselves. So if we go out and it's a calm 2-0, I say, I've had a great tournament. I made it on TV. I saw a last-minute winner. A draw via England. I'm happy with that one. But ultimately, I do think we lose this game 2-0. Unfortunately, Luis Diaz with 1 goal. And then as we're pressing forward, trying to break them down for that second, or for the equalizer rather, they will then go and get a second. Probably Luis Suarez, again, poetic, if you will, maybe. But the Colombian Luis Suarez scores the goal to send us home, to somewhat get the last laugh, if you know what I mean. But alas, those are my predictions. Let me know yours super fast. I did say I'm going to do this as well. So Germany, France, Canada, Netherlands. We've got Portugal, Spain, USA, Senegal. On this side, I've got Brazil, Norway, Mexico. I'm already changing my mind. I can't lie, man. I'm looking at them thinking, oh, I don't know about that. Colombia, here, France, Netherlands, here. Oh, Brazil, Norway. I don't know. Ask me again if it gets there. But I'm going to go Brazil for now. Hey! England at the Azteca. Struggling with that heat and humidity. And 100 billion fans. Wow. I'm going to go England. Portugal, Spain. Give it Spain. USA, Senegal. Ooh. Senegal. Argentina, easy one. Colombia go through there. We'll go France. We're going to go with Spain to beat Senegal. Messi. But their team is so average, bro. They're going to win that as well. Brazil, England. I'd back England. France, Spain. France win that game. England, Argentina. It's going to be revenge for the hand of God. England win that. And just like I said at the start of my predictions, it's still on course to happen. France beat England in the final. Again, let me know how you think this goes. That's my prediction, of course. It could be completely wrong. Make sure you follow, like, hype, subscribe. If you're appreciating me getting you these videos so often, every single day. We're trying to go to the moon this World Cup. I am 400 away from 90k subscribers. Just 400 people have to subscribe. So let's get there in a bit. I guess I'll see you guys tonight, maybe. Bosh.